Go.
Okay, today we are here in Frankfurt and we see the gig from Flotsam and Jetsam, and we are very happy to have AK here for some questions. AK,
What's happening?
it's good. It was a good gig.
Yeah?
You like it? Yeah. You did a good job. Really. First is, the band is, you founded the band in '81. So you are over 30 years on the road and...
Kind of.
Yeah.
Off and on, and you know.
Yeah, off and on. But I think, what do you think is the biggest changing in the last years?
There's been so many changes over the years. It's, you know, about a year ago I tried to get all the original members back together. We even had Newstead in there for a little while.
Yeah, okay.
And, you know, people have other things to do and other plans and stuff like that. So we had almost all originals for a while. Kelly, our drummer, had to drop out for some personal reasons, and Ed, the blonde guitar player, he had to drop out. His arms were messing with him really bad, so he had to drop out. Not really the only originals are Mike Gilbert and I, and then we got Michael Spencer back, who was the first guy to replace Newstead back in 88, 86, you're right, 86. And then we just picked up Jason Bittner from Shadows Fall, Toxic, and he's been kind of a plus for the band. We did a few practices, everything went over really smooth, and now we're out here beating the street, trying to get some people to like us. So. This is a small club here in Frankfurt, but we will see you, I think in a few weeks we go to the Bang Your Head Festival. You play there again? Yeah. And what do you think? You play very often on this festival in the last years? You know, we try to do as many festivals as we can. We're doing Florida Rock in like 3 or 4 days. We did the Hard Rock Festival a couple weeks ago. We really book the festivals first and then try to book the club dates in between, so we don't come over here just for festivals. We really love doing the small clubs. A place like this, it's small, people are right there in your face, it's packed. That's the kind of shows I really love to do. There's a lot of fun in there, there's a lot of emotion, both from the crowd and from the band, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of power in the small gigs like this.
In earlier years you do a lot of big tours with bands like King Diamond, and I meet Michael Denners some weeks ago in Copenhagen, and I think the old metal bands, they have a special style in that time, and the thrash metal bands are, I think there is a lot of changing. What you call thrash now is different to what we call thrash in earlier years. Yeah,
you know, the older bands, the bands from the 80s and the early 90s that are still around, it's because they were good bands. The ones that were not good bands are not around anymore.
Yeah.
So time kind of weeds out the bad flowers, you know, and just leaves the good garden afterwards. And so it's nice to see bands like Metal Church come back around, and Testament's back out there doing it, and you know, and though they were all really good bands back then, they're still out there doing it now, and that's just kind of proof that a band is good or not good, you know, if they stand the test of time.
Yeah. How's the business in America at the moment? You still live in the near Phoenix, or?
Yeah.
And how's the business in America at the moment for the metal bands?
It's a little weird. You really have to be on a big package, you know, 4 or 5 really good bands, or you're not going to have very good shows. People just don't go to shows very often there. But if you have a good package and there's 4 or 5 bands that everybody wants to see, then everybody will show up and it'll be a good show. The small clubs like this in America is not really easy to do. It's hit and miss. One night you'll have a good crowd, the next night you'll have just a few people, and the next night you have another good crowd. And so it's always best to be in a package tour over there.
I see when you go on the stage, you have a lot of biker stuff on your vest.
Yeah.
So it is in America, like in Germany, that the metal bands still play in the biker clubs. And
I wear the stuff because I have a bike and I ride. So, but there's a lot of biker rallies and clubs and stuff that always want the good old '80s bands in there. So
yeah.
we do some of those.
Okay, so we hope we see you on the Bang Your Head. We hope we see a good show like this day. It was really good. And thank you. Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.